What if I told you that the greatest football nation in history, not two, but dozens of players who completely changed the game? Brazil has given us magic, creativity, unforgettable goals, and legends that inspired generations. But among all the stars who ever wore the famous yellow jersey, who truly stands above the rest? Today, we're counting down the 7 greatest Brazilian football players of all time. And trust me, some of these names are obvious, but their stories are even more incredible than you think. Let's get started. Hello, 7 friends. Welcome back to 7 Spot Channel. If you're passionate about football, rankings, and amazing stories behind legendary athletes, you're in the right place. Today we're diving into one of football's biggest debates. Who are the greatest Brazilian players ever? Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to 7 Spot, and turn on notifications so you never miss another Top 7 countdown. Now let's begin. Before we start, this ranking isn't based on goals alone. We're looking at a combination of individual talent, trophies, influence on football history, performances for Brazil, and the legacy they left behind. Some players changed clubs, some changed generations, and one player changed football forever. Let's begin with number 7. Number 7, Neymar Jr. When people talk about modern Brazilian football, one name always comes up: Neymar. Since bursting onto the scene with Santos, Neymar was viewed as Brazil's next football superstar. His dribbling, creativity, flair, and confidence reminded many fans of the classic Brazilian style that seemed to be disappearing from modern football. Neymar helped Barcelona win the historic treble in 2015 alongside Lionel Messi and Luis Suarez. He later became the centerpiece of PSG after a world record transfer worth over 220 million euros. One of Neymar's greatest achievements is becoming Brazil's all-time leading goal scorer, surpassing Pele's official international goal tally. What makes Neymar special isn't just statistics, it's the entertainment factor. Every touch feels unpredictable. Many football analysts have argued that without the dominance of Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo, Neymar could have won multiple Ballon d'Or awards. A unique fact, Neymar scored over 100 goals for 3 different clubs: Santos, Barcelona, and PSG. But despite his brilliance, 6 Brazilian legends still stand ahead of him on this list. Number 6, Romario. Wait a second. Some younger fans might not realize just how terrifying Romario was. This man was one of the deadliest strikers football has ever seen. Standing at only 1.67 meters, Romario wasn't physically imposing, but inside the penalty box, he was almost unstoppable. His quick reactions, finishing ability, and incredible positioning made him a nightmare for defenders. Romario was the star of Brazil's 1994 World Cup victory in the United States, earning the Golden Ball as the tournament's best player. According to various football records and reports, Romario scored more than 700 career goals, placing him among the highest scorers in football history. One famous story is that before important matches, Romario would confidently tell teammates exactly how many goals he planned to score. And surprisingly, he often delivered. His confidence bordered on arrogance, but his talent always backed it up. Still, the next player combined goals with something even more magical. Number 5, Ronaldinho. Now we're entering football's entertainment royalty. Ronaldinho wasn't just a football player, he was a show. Every match felt like a highlight reel. No-look passes, elasticos, impossible dribbles, ridiculous free kicks. Ronaldinho played football with a smile that made millions fall in love with the sport. During his peak years at Barcelona, he was simply unstoppable. He won the Ballon d'Or in 2005 and helped transform Barcelona into a global powerhouse. One of the most iconic moments of his career happened at the Santiago Bernabeu, where Real Madrid fans gave him a standing ovation after a masterclass performance. Think about that. Opposing fans stood up and applauded him. Very few players in history have received that honor. Many football legends, including Messi, have credited Ronaldinho as a major influence on their careers. Without Ronaldinho, modern football might look very different today. But the next 4 names achieved even greater things. Number 4, Zico. Here's a player many younger fans sadly overlook. Zico was often called the White Pelé. And honestly, the nickname wasn't an exaggeration. During the late 1970s and early 1980s, Zico was arguably the best attacking midfielder on the planet. His passing, vision, shooting, and free kick ability were extraordinary. For Flamengo, he became an immortal figure, leading the club to numerous domestic and international titles. Many experts consider him one of the greatest players never to win a World Cup. That's right. Despite his incredible talent, Brazil's legendary 1982 squad failed to lift the trophy. Football historians often describe the 1982 Brazil team as one of the greatest teams that never became world champions. Even without a World Cup, Zico's influence on Brazilian football remains enormous. And now we're entering the top three. Number 3, Ronaldo Nazário. If injuries had never happened, Ronaldo might be the greatest football player of all time. Yes, you heard that correctly. Known as O Fenomeno, or the phenomenon, Ronaldo was a complete striker. Speed, power, dribbling, finishing, everything. Before turning 22, he had already become one of the most feared players in world football. Then devastating knee injuries nearly ended his career. Most players would never recover. But Ronaldo did something extraordinary. He came back and led Brazil to World Cup glory in 2002, scoring 8 goals and winning the Golden Boot. His 2 goals in the final against Germany remain among the most iconic moments in football history. Many defenders who played against Ronaldo have described him as the most difficult opponent they ever faced. That tells you everything. But 2 Brazilian icons still remain. Number 2, Garrincha. This is where things get really interesting. Many football historians believe Garrincha was the greatest dribbler football has ever seen. Not Brazilian dribbler, not winger, football dribbler ever. Born with physical deformities in both legs, Garrincha wasn't expected to become an athlete at all. Instead, he became a national hero. His unique movement made him impossible to predict. Defenders knew what he wanted to do. They just couldn't stop him. When Pelé was injured during the 1962 World Cup, Garrincha carried Brazil on his shoulders and led the nation to another world title. Some newspapers at the time described him as a one-man army. A unique fact? Brazil never lost a match when both Pelé and Garrincha played together. Think about that statistic for a moment. Absolutely incredible. And now, the greatest Brazilian football player of all time. Number 1, Pelé before Messi, before Cristiano Ronaldo, before Maradona. There was Pelé, the king of football, the player who turned football into a truly global sport. Pelé debuted for Brazil as a teenager and stunned the world by helping win the 1958 World Cup at just 17 years old. He would go on to win 3 World Cups, 1958, 1962, and 1970. No player in history has matched that achievement. Pelé combined athleticism, intelligence, creativity, finishing, and leadership in a way the world had never seen before. According to FIFA and countless football historians, Pelé remains one of the most influential athletes ever. His impact went beyond football. He became a cultural icon recognized across every continent. One famous story claims that during a conflict in Nigeria, fighting temporarily stopped so people could watch Pelé play. Whether myth or reality, it shows how enormous his influence was. More than goals, more than trophies. Pelé became the symbol of football itself. And that's why he takes the number 1 spot. So there you have it, the 7 greatest Brazilian football players of all time. Number 7, Neymar number 6, Romario number 5, Ronaldinho number 4, Zico number 3, Ronaldo Nazário number 2, Garrincha, and number 1, Pelé. But now it's your turn. Do you agree with this ranking? Should players like Socrates, Rivaldo, Kaká, Roberto Carlos, or Cafu have made the list? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to 7 Spot, and share this video with your football-loving friends. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next countdown right here on 7 Spot.